All right, so for Algebra 1, we're kind of veering away from the book for this unit, and this unit is graphing straight lines. So we definitely need to start off our conversation with a discussion about the coordinate system. And you guys are all aware, it's not the first time you've ever seen this. This is also called the Cartesian plane. And let's talk about the parts of the coordinate system. All right, so the origin is right in the middle. Origin is like, where things start. And the ordered pair for the origin is 0, 0. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. Just remember that x is horizontal, v is vertical, or y is vertical. X comes before y, h comes before v. That's one way for you to remember. This coordinate system is also broken up into quadrants. And the way we name the quadrants, this is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. Roman numerals. I want you to notice that everything in this quadrant, x is positive and so is y. In this quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. Actually, I should just be doing, shouldn't be doing x and y. I should just, everything's positive there. Here, x is negative, y is positive. Everything is negative in this one. And over here, our x's are positive, but our y's are negative. Oops, sorry. X is the dependent variable. And y is what we call the independent variable. Coordinates are written x comma y enclosed in parentheses. So that's pretty much 8.4 in a nutshell. We're going to jump back to some of the problems in 8.3. For instance, it says describe, you'll find this in your worksheets, describe the location of each point with respect to the origin. Well, if I plot the point 4, 4 with respect to the origin, I go 4 in the x direction and a positive 4 in the y direction. So in other words, this point is going to be 4 units to the right and then 4 units up. All right, because a positive x move is to the right and a positive y move is up. A negative x move is to the left and a negative y move is down. Okay, because remember, y is the vertical movement, x is the horizontal. On this one, this would be 5 units to the right and 3 units up. This would be no units to the right, just 2 units straight up. Okay, and that is 8.4. 8.5 is dealing with finding ordered pairs for equations with 2 variables. And we're going to talk about setting up a table to do those. So let's say that this is our equation. So I'm going to set up a table. Pretend those aren't there yet. Here's my equation, and then I have the y over here. So remember that x is the independent variable. That means I can pick whatever I want to for x. One of the things I always pick for x is 0 because it's so easy to plug in. So if x were 0, and here's my equation that I'm using, then this would be 0 plus 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. So when x is y, or x is 0, y is 3. And there's an ordered pair. This actually represents a point on the graph. In fact, let's go ahead and just graph that point. 0, 3 would be 3 down. Okay, now I'm going to plug 1 in for x. So if x is 1, then I would go 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. So when x is 1, y is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what happens when x is 2? Well, this would be 2 plus 3, which is 5. So up one more. Okay, you'll notice that these points all lie in a straight line. Well, mostly a straight line. Remember, I'm doing this by hand, so it's not going to be perfect. And there's the graph. Always pick 3. Because you could pick 2 and one of them would be a mistake and you wouldn't know, because any 2 points will make a straight line. But if you have 3 points, you'll see right away if one of them's wrong, because it won't be on a straight line. All right. The worksheet 8.6 is the same thing. We're dealing with setting up a table. I just eliminated that middle column. You can put that middle column in there if you want, and that's where you actually use the equation or the function that you're doing for that particular problem. The one thing I just wanted to point out to you, what happens when we have fractions. So 0, like I said, is always one of my go-tos. It's the easiest thing to plug in. If 0 were x, 0 was x was 0, 1/3 of 0 is still 0. So that's my first point, the origin.